fucking back from work. 2 weeks of absolute fucking hell. It's fucking freezing. I need a beanie. I could do with a cup of joe. Anyways, it's fucking story time, let's go. Ooh. So, the story with this engine, it was a piece of shit 3 days ago. It still is a piece of shit, but it looks a bit better now. So, the story with this is it's a junker piece of shit. Cylinder 6 is fucked. It's got a lot of pitting in it, but it just needs to last one session. And the story behind why why Ian's using this engine is because the last time he drove his car, he blew a head gasket. So he pulled the head, cleaned the block, put a fresh head gasket on. We used Hollomar on the head gasket, so it should have sealed fucking killer. And it blew a head gasket, a second head gasket within like 2 laps. A few days ago, we were taking the head off of the engine that blew the head gaskets, and we noticed a bit of pitting on cylinder 2, just around like the fire ring. It's a little bit of pitting. Right next to a water jacket, so it's obviously fucking all the combustion's going into the fucking cooling system, which is not ideal. So Ian needs to get his car ready in 2 weeks' time to drive Winterfest. So he was gonna pull the crank out of another engine and put it in another shitty block to make a fucking junker. Well, probably would have been a pretty good engine actually, but we went with the easier option. So yeah, that's the story behind this engine here. So yeah, that should be interesting. Insert some clips of what the bore looked like and a bit of us cleaning it up. And yeah, I'll give you an update on all the shit Ian's been up to. I've been slaving away like a peasant at work. So yeah. So this is the AU fucking Falcon. Oh. Would you look at that big old turbo? So I've lent Ian a fucking full turbo kit for this AU. He's chucked it on, welded up some fucking cooler piping. It looks very nice. So yeah, that's that. Also, it's got a pretty cool front mount. If you can see that under there, fucking beautiful. And also he's installed coilovers on it, as you can see there. Pretty sure the coilovers cost more than the car. I'll show you some more shit he's done to it as well. So this is the interior. This beautiful handbrake Ian made is actually pretty fucking sick. It's got bearings in it, so there's no play. That's the actual whole fucking bracket moving. There's no play in the handbrake. Oh, there is too. Maybe there is, but still, it's fucking pretty sick. It's called the unicorn stick because we're not homophobic around here, alright? Yeah, that's pretty much it. You can see the ground, so that's pretty cool. So yeah, that's the inside of this. I'll show you the exterior, which is pretty fucking hot. So here we have some speed holes. Very delicious. 3 of them. That's to let all the smoke out when he's fucking banging sets with the boys, man.
Nice.
Fitment, fucking skits, can't even fit a fucking bank card in there. That will get the bitches frothing right now. Frothing so much it'll be pouring out of this beautiful rust hole here. Let me get you a fucking close up. Fucking prime example of a beautiful AU Falcon. Alright, time for an update on my car. So, I've pulled all the carpet out, which I'm fucking spewing about, but I had to do it so I could install my handbrake because I got to weld a bracket to the trans tunnel. It was just too much effort for me to take the carpet out without ruining it, so I just cut it all out. So yeah, for my handbrake placement, so I want the handbrake real close to the steering wheel and the gear stick, so when I'm coming in like fucking 6,900 k's an hour, fucking chuck it back here, I can just be like, whoop, whoop. Fucking click it out of 8th, put it into 2nd. Full just bake in the dog. You know, I don't want to be fucking flapping around. I just want to be whoop, 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 whoop. Alright, that's the fucking story behind that placement of the handbrake situation. Also, my master cylinder's facing forward, so my master and all my lines are going to be under the stereo. Nice and clean. I don't want to see any hard lines at all. I was going to chuck my handbrake reservoir in the center console, but I might put it in the engine bay. Not 100% sure yet. That's pretty much where I'm at for the interior of the car. Engine wise, I just got to plug like fucking a few more plugs in. Pretty much got it all back together, almost. I would say it's about 75% done. And for the exterior of the car, my ideas are some hot boy as fuck wheels, neons, side skirt canards, and a front lip for the front end. Maybe wrap it one day. Yeah, I just want to get it running, driving, looking pretty sick. And then yeah, we'll do unnecessary things later. Canards are necessary. I need that shit, baby. So yeah, I guess we'll head into the shed now. I will finish off the diff I started putting a locker in last night. So yeah, I'll see you in the shed. So this is where I'm at with the diff. I've put it half back together, but I'll take it apart and show you the insides and give you a bit of information on why it is better to run a locker than an open wheeler diff. So yeah, I guess I'll start taking it apart. Alright, so if I can get this fucking dog of a cunt off, which took me fucking ages to get it to this point, putting it back together. Took me about fucking 5 minutes. Right, so I've installed this center bit, and what was originally in here is all these gears. So yeah, I took all these gears out and then just put a mini spool in there. And doing that, I actually won't need to use any oil, which will save me a lot of money, because I would say on average I change the oil pretty much every time I weld the diff, and that's it. So the savings are fucking astronomical. That's why I've put a mini spool in the diff. Put you guys on a little time lapse now of me putting this thing back together. Alright, sweet. So now this diff is ready for mad fucking skids, cunt, and that's gonna be fucking mint. Even though it is a V6 diff and the gear ratio is a 308, so it's pretty fucking gross. I want to run 411s, but yeah, this will have to do for now. This is a 346 ratio M80 LSD, so I'm gonna get that welded up. Yeah, so I'm welding this because it's easier to get diff gears for the M80s than it is for the V6 diff. So yeah, the next step is to chuck this back in the housing, and then yeah, that'll be it for the diff until I put the car up on the hoist. I don't really want to lock diff if the car isn't running, because it makes it a cunt to push it around, so I ain't built like that. I ain't got guns like that. Alright, so I've got the diff housing here. It has a little bit of dirt in it, so I'm going to clean that out. Scrape all this gasket sealer off, install the diff, set the backlash. I have no idea how to set backlash, so if it blows up, that's more than likely the reason. It wouldn't be because there's no oil in it, because you don't need it, because I'm using a locker. I took a mental note of how much backlash there was, pretty much. I guess we'll fucking slap her back together and see how she goes. I'm hoping these can just go in on any side, because, yep, you know what I'm saying? This side's pretty thrashed out. It was like seized in there. And the tool I made is kinda dodgy, but worked fucking pretty mint. I'll whip that bad boy out and show you in a minute. So this is the tool I made. It's absolutely fucking fabulous. A lot of engineering went into building this. Took me about 3 minutes. And this was so seized. It wasn't seized, it was just really tight in the diff housing. I had this in there and I was standing on it and it didn't break, so pretty strong. Alright, I reckon that's fucking perfect. I guess time will tell. Yeah, I'm not too sure how tight I should do this one. I kind of pushed it over heaps. I feel like that's too tight, I think. Not too sure. I'll just back this side off a little bit. So, yeah, shit. I don't know, man. I'll go a little more, fuck it. Nah, I think I need a bit more. Bit more slack in it. Maybe. Alright, that's good enough for me. So I've got the surfaces cleaned up on the diff hat and the diff housing itself. And while the diff hat is off, I'm going to install this diff bracket. Usually it's like that, but I've got an insert in this one and it stiffens the, I guess fucking, yeah, fuck knows to be honest. Putting this on my other diff was an absolute cunt of a job, so hopefully it'll be a lot easier with the diff hat off of the diff housing. And I'm gonna fucking lube the shit out of it, so hopefully it just slips on fucking pretty easily. So yeah, I'll be back with some CRC, and I won't struggle this time. Maybe, probably, no, I will, I bet you I will. Maybe that will help. Just rub it, caress it, and then put this on. Nah, fuck it, I'm getting some CRC. Alright, let's fucking do this shit. Yeah, whatever you can. Yeah, so that's upside down. That would have sucked, dude. If I fucking installed the thing properly, might go on a bit easier maybe. I think that's working. Ah, shit. Alright, wait up. Oh, Jesus Christ. Oh, that is working. Yes. Oh, I can't believe it was that easy. The last time I installed this on the other diff, it took me about 1 hour and I fucking threaded one of the holes. Oh, yes, that was satisfying, baby. Let's fucking go, cunt. Oh, yeah. Now, you want to tighten it up until it becomes loose again, because that's when you know it's fucking tight enough. Oh, yes. Alright, let's go, baby. Just clean this off and get some fucking gasket maker. Primo. Fucking stoked on that. I thought that was going to be a bit more of a cunno. Sweet. Alright, so now that everything is ready to be put back together, you want to make sure all the surfaces are covered in oil and grease, because when you put the gasket maker on there and you squeeze the two parts together, it makes it easier for the gasket maker to move around, and you get more of an even spread and it sticks better. Yeah, you just want to make sure everything's really oily and dirty. It just makes shit stick real good. I'm sure everyone knows this shit. It's all just pretty standard stuff. And you want to make sure you use way too much, because when you squeeze it together, you get chunks on the inside and it mixes in with the oil, and it actually thickens up the oil and protects. Oh, that's right. Yeah, no, I'm not running oil. That's right. Never run oil in your diff that's locked, because it's a waste of money. There's no need. Oh yeah, that's fucking mint. That's beautiful. Really good job. Yep. That's mint. And just chuck a bit more here. I reckon I might try and spread it so it's even across the whole surface. Because I'm not an animal. Not animals at $0. Oh, fucking oath. Looks beautiful. Now when you're doing this, you always want to put the silicone around the outside of the bolt holes, not the inside of the bolt holes, because it lets the oil... Oh, that's right, I keep forgetting. Yeah, just forget I said that bit. I was gonna say, with diffs, with spider gears in them, it lets the oil seep out, which is good because it lubricates the diff housing itself and stops corrosion. But I've done the fucking no oil mod. I reckon that is fucking pretty shit, but I'm happy with it. Yeah, that's beautiful. Wow. Fucking look at me go. You really should take your diff to a shop for them to apply gasket sealer. It's quite a serious job, but I am a qualified mechanic, so yeah, beautiful. Shit. That was upside down. There we go, that's better. Alright, I'm gonna need to do some banging. So hopefully the camera doesn't fall over. Now when you're putting anything back together, you always want to tighten up one side all the way, so it like binds and it fucking like wrecks everything. So yeah, that's a good tech tip. Always, like when you're putting wheels on, never do it in a star pattern, because yeah, it just fucks things. So yeah, just keep that in mind next time you're installing anything onto anything at all ever. Ooh, that doesn't feel right. When something doesn't feel right, you just fucking get the ugga dugga and you just fucking drive the bolt home. Just fucking, and it just creates a new thread. It's just fucking easier, man. It's how the mechanics do it. Just fucking drive it home. Beautiful. So when you're doing up any bolts, always use a freshly calibrated torque wrench. And what you do with it is you want to set it down on the table, still in frame, so everyone on YouTube thinks you fucking know what you're doing. And then just get the ratchet and proceed to tighten all the bolts as tight as you can, because who gives a fuck about torque specs and shit? Not me. So I'm just gonna do everything up as tight as I can, not in a star pattern, and yeah, it's gonna be fucking perfect. Like, I'm an absolute fucking weapon right now. Full-blown mechanic. Building diffs and shit. Oh, fuck yeah. That's sick. So I'll let that dry, then I'll tighten it up a bit more. And yeah, that'll be it for the diff until the car's up on the hoist. So yeah, I won't do any more filming until Conrad gets here and we install the head on Ian's engine. The rat nest monster, he likes to call it. So yeah, I'll see you soon. So I'm gonna stop the video here. It's already gone for 20 minutes and people's attention spans just can't handle that anymore, and I want people to actually watch all the videos. So I'll cut it here and then I'll make another video of us getting the 31 running and some driving clips and a few other bibs and bobs I've done in between. These videos are not turning out how I have planned them. They're kind of all over the joint. So yeah, part 2 to this video will be up in the next day or so. So yeah, go fucking watch that shit.